Hey guys, over here for our Wheels in Japan playlist and our mini-series on crazy drivers in Japan. We regularly show you just a very, very small portion of the silliness that we see. People using their phones while they're driving their cars and their trucks, and other sundry bits of craziness that we see, including watching TV while they're driving. As we've told you before, perfectly legal in Japan to watch television while you're driving a car, as long as you don't touch it. As long as you don't touch the TV, you can watch TV while you're driving your car. Isn't that insane? So we see it all the time. And then obviously the other thing that we see all the time is the result of that. So one of the results of that was this. So the car's running in the back of this truck, not not really badly. In fact, there was only a bit of a hole in the front bumper, and that was about it. But because it's Japan, you have to report any accident at all. So the police were called, and they came, and then they called the accident investigation guys, which are the police that drive that van that you can see at the back there, and their job's to come and do an official report. This was worse. We had just come out of a shop, and there was a lady looking at her phone walking down the street, lady about 30 years old, fairly sort of heavy set lady, and she was walking across the crossing looking at her phone, and this old guy came along and just didn't even slow down. He must not have seen her, and he hit her, and she's hit the bonnet and the windscreen, and she flew through the air like 10 meters, landed on the road. She's fine. She's fine. In fact, the ambulance was called, and they came in, they picked her up, and they were putting her in the back of the ambulance, and she was taking selfies. She was damaged. You could see she had bruises on her face, and she probably had all sorts of bruising and injuries and things, but she was okay. She was taking selfies of herself, which is amazing when you look at the damage to the car. Obviously, her body and probably her head hit the windscreen, which has broken the windscreen. And look at the big damage to the bonnet. So she wasn't looking. She was staring at her phone as she walked across the street, and the old guy just must not have seen her. She must have been in his blind spot as she walked across the street or something. Didn't slow down at all till after he hit her, and then he slowed down, and she was already on the road. So scary, isn't it? Anyway, there was that. More videos coming soon.